they can keep them in a maintainable sort of size. You got chased out of the area by the people who were harvesting the spore. As they were chasing you, you very wisely decided to split off from the rest of your group to try and lead them away. And then after losing them, you've come back to the outpost where you have. I'm assuming you're going to go and report to Gertrude.
Yes. I'll report to. Yeah, I think we got to this point. We said farewell to the scrap who was helping us, and then I think we cut off. I was heading back to the
Yeah,
little
so you left.
outpost.
So you left Rowan at the town you went to, and then you and Louis carried on to the outpost.
Yeah, and then basically I will. Well, what should I do? I guess I'll go up. Yeah, I'll go because we're still in the town. Obviously, we're not going back to the fortress. I will see if I can request a runner to run a message back to the destructive fortress, basically just giving a report of what happened.
Okay. Yep. So you're going to find yourself a runner who's going to go back, which is
Yeah.
ideal. Okay. So if you do that, you'll be expecting a reply in roughly 2 days.
Yep. Yeah. So while the runner's doing his thing, we might as well do some more prep work. So what cults? You said all of them. Was that every single cult has a station here, or just all the cults that are in Poland?
Every cult that's in Poland has an area here.
Okay, so we'll have was it Spitalians? Well, the only really other one would be the Anabaptist to go to. But I'm just trying to think of what I can do to get more aid, because we're going to probably need a little more muscle, I think, to actually take one of these and destroy them. The other option would be to go to either go to the other town or scout one of the other spore fields out. So, because there was another town nearby, wasn't there?
Yes, there is. So if we go back onto that main map,
Yeah.
So that blue place just to the north of where you sort of like northwest of where you are, that's a sort of village, you think?
Yeah, so that we could head up there as well and see what they have. Yeah, because obviously the character's not exactly great at talking, so it's like a situation of I have to have some form of authority to. I guess my ludicrous renown helps out.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows who you are anyway, so.
Yeah, so I guess just going to the nearby Anabaptist church probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm pretty certain I've got all the help I can get from my own cult, so maybe getting some muscle there.
You can just about get anything you want. I mean, they're pretty much in love with you for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I could work out for my background that would justify it was I managed to actually kill a fucking psychonaut as a younging, so also makes sense for why I would be a preservatist, because they're all handpicked by the big fucking what's his name was it like Prime Consular something or other, I can't remember his name, but
yeah, something like that.
Yes, something like that, and he only does it if he's impressed by something you did, so I think that makes sense for my character. So anyway, I'll go to the nearby Anabaptists and see if I can find one of the Organistics gangs. And
you want to find an
yeah, I preferably want the militant guys, not the farmers. The dudes with swords, not the dudes with hoes. So I'll try to find a group of those ones.
You want to find an orgiastic or a group of them?
Yeah.
Well, you can definitely find some. Like how, yeah, what do you want to do? There's a whole group of them just sort of there, kind of
Yeah.
talking to each other.
Um, I'll approach. I'll just approach them and say, uh, fuck. What do I say? I'm completely. I'm really tired at the moment, so I'm just trying to think. What time? What time is it roughly?
We'll say it's. Hold on, you left the other guys at night, didn't you? So it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
early. Yep, it's early morning at this point.
Early morning. Yeah, I guess I'll just walk up to them and be like, hello there. Hello there. Playing an Obi-Wan Kenobi impression.
Sure. Um, well, yeah, they take you and they go, so that's Alia. Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Yes, you know how it works. Fighting the sepsis is always time consuming. Takes you all over the world.
Oh, that we're well aware of. I'm assuming you're here for the same things that we are.
Yes. Now, do you happen to know who exactly is who is harvesting the burn? Me and my friend here ran into. We decided that we would go to one of the smaller spore fields and cleanse it, and we noticed there was we got into a scuffle with one person who was probably a lookout or some form of deterrent for people going to the spore field. But once we got there, we found people burning it back. However, we came to the conclusion that they weren't there to purify the field, but rather to keep it at bay so they could keep on harvesting the burn. But these people, I naturally assumed they would be apocalyptists who would be the type to harvest the burn, but that does not seem to be the case here. So that, of course, raises the question of who is it that we're dealing with?
That's a very good question you raised. So, you reckon it's not?
No.
You reckon it's not?
None.
And they were using fire to burn back the spore field.
Yes.
This is a little concerning because it means that they're organized.
Yes, very. That's what's bothering me, and this is one of the smaller spore fields. So.
I mean, none of us are entirely sure exactly what you found here, but I think this might be worth further investigation.
Yes.
So, would you just showing me where the spore field you found was?
Yeah. I'll get up my map and I'll show them the one where we have marked and.
Yes, we haven't been that one before, but we know about it. Now, what I'm thinking is that we should. Now, there's only one reason anybody would want to keep supplying spore if they're making money from it, unless. Because, the apocalypticists just use it. So whoever's doing this is using it for profit.
Yes. Well, if it's profit, the Libyans are normally the ones who are motivated most by that. But none of them seemed African, so that probably rules that out, unless they're selling to the Africans.
What I think we should do is we need to cut off the vein. So rather than going for the spore fields themselves, we need to attack the caravans as they come out.
Right.
Because the caravans will be what's supplying them the fuel, so they can continue burning. The caravans go out and the caravans come in which case. Okay, right. So all the Anabaptists are just sort of turn away and start talking to each other for a little bit.
Yes.
And then they turn around again. Okay, so we're gonna talk to our superior, and we're gonna. I think what we need to do is we need to start patrolling the land.
Yes, if we can find where the caravans are going in and out, we can lay up an ambush.
So, cool. we're gonna. That's the next thing. So show the Anabaptist your map of where you found the spore field.
Yeah. Which is what was that spore
And
field?
and the Anabaptists have come up with the plan of hacking the caravans to destroy the supply routes. Oh, sorry, we'll scout them first, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing the scouting first to see where the caravans are going to and fro.
Yeah. So the Anabaptists are going to go away for a little bit, and they're going to try and find. Well, they're just going to disappear off. They're going to do their own thing and do a little bit of investigation, see if they can find someone else who knows the roads a little bit better than they do.
Yeah.
Just before we disappear and do our work, Sendet Salia, would you mind telling us where you're going to be within the next couple of hours?
Next couple of hours, I'll likely remain in the town for a bit. I may go over to the nearby clans and see if they have any hunters or trackers who have ran into the caravans just by happenstance, or if they have any information.
Okay. So, in that case, what we'll do is we'll send one of our men with you.
Oh, okay. That'll be helpful.
Yeah. So they're going to give you an Italian man or a Pugane.
Yeah.
And his name is Giano.
Alright. I should probably note that down somewhere. I should probably get my character sheet up again. That'd be a good idea. Where did I put my fucking character sheet? There you are. I hate how it goes in this form. Please just go together. Alright, and I can't edit this, so where was actually didn't I hang on. One moment, I've got my piece of paper in my bag still. One moment. Where'd that go? Hey? Actually, where did I put it? Where did I put it, little missy? Oh no, you're very cute. Quite fun laugh at that. Hello, doggy. Did I put it over here? I'm at a complete loss. Ah, there it is. Alright, here. Oh god. Holy shit, so much stuff. Alright. That is... Oh yeah, this is the right side. Good, good, good. And where's that pen? I was literally just holding it. There you are. So Ronan was the scrapper.
Yeah, Ronan was the scrapper.
Louis. Oh yeah, there's Louis. I could probably use a bigger piece of paper. Okay, so Louis, and then I got 2 XP. Don't care about that. Yeah. Sesh 2. What was his name? Sorry.
Giano.
Giano. And he's the Anabaptist. Coolio. Alright. So Giano, I guess, is somebody else, not the person I was talking to.
No, Giano is one of the Anabaptists who was in the group.
Yeah.
But not the one who.
So I go, hello, Giano, and then I introduce him to Louis.
Hello, Luke.
All right. Well, I'm guessing. How long have you been out here
In
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 the
this particular,
in this
in
particular place?
what do you mean in Poland in general?
Uh, More so this localized area.
Well, I've only been here a month. We're actually coming up to the end of our tour here.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I've only arrived a couple of days ago and got straight to work. Ain't no rest for the wicked, as they say.
Well, yeah, well, we definitely know that here. It's pretty constant around these areas. There's always something going on.
Yes. All right. Well, have you managed to contact any of the other clans, or any of the clanners?
There's plenty of clanners around here, but not all of them are particularly good to be around.
I understand. Are
Well,
there
let me
any?
tell you this:
Like,
generally, the closer you get to the spore fields, the worse they get.
that's normally how it goes, but I was hoping for some. I was hoping for some aid amongst the people. Do you know which particular clans are more accommodating to our cause, shall I say?
Generally, the nomadics are.
Ah, yes.
They tend to be a lot more anti spore than the ones who've settled.
Right. Oh, there's some chroniclers in Poland as well. That
So
could be useful. So here we have Scrappers Battalions, Chroniclers, Apocalypse, Anabaptists, and West Clanners. Okay. Um, I guess, obviously, Apocalypse could be an interesting one to go to. Because if
hmm
somebody's cutting in on their profits, they're not going to like that.
mm, that could be an interesting little dynamic for you.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
that could be better than the clans, because clanners, it's like finding nomads. You just have to get lucky that there's actually some nomads around. Um,
yep. Unless you're really good at tracking.
yeah, and I am not. So yeah, I'm gonna get um, Louis and Giano together, and we're going to. I'm going to talk to them, and
You're going to go see the
yeah.
apocalypse.
So we figured that that it's not the birds who are responsible for this. Is there any? You've been here a lot longer than I have. Do you know of any flocks that are around here?
Ah, yeah, they're here, all right.
Because
Would you like Would you like me to take you to them?
yes, as this, I'm sure you've heard the saying at some point: the enemy of our enemy is our friend. And if somebody's cutting into their profits in the burn market, I'm certain that they will be happy to try to get rid of this threat as well.
Well, what makes you think they'll work with us?
Well, as I said, if they help us, it's going to be an interesting uh, predicament. But if we can convince them to, well, help us deal with the current threat, they will likely be able to, well, start exploiting the burn themselves again. Which, although it may not eliminate the problem entirely, the devil you know is better than one you don't. And as far as I'm concerned, if they kill each other fighting each other, we're going to have less of two problems then, and we're not going to have to. I'm not wording this really poorly. We're going to have less. Let's think. If we let them fight each other, well, we don't have to put our own bodies on the line. We can just have them fight it out, and then obviously whoever's left alive, well, they're going to be weaker from the whole ordeal, aren't they?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean. All right. Well, we're gonna have to take this very, very slowly because they tend to shoot on sight.
Yes. Well, let's go find one of the flocks and see if we can talk to somebody with some sway.
Well, we can't go straight there. We're gonna have to talk to somebody else who's gonna go, as an intermediary. Otherwise, we're just gonna get murdered.
Yes, I figured that's the case. I'm sure they have some form of brothel or gambling den set up somewhere.
Oh, there's several.
Yeah.
There's a few drug dens around.
Well, considering burn is the question of the day, I'm sure one of the drug dens will be happy to help, just even if it's just to try and get their hands back on burn again and not have to go through an intermediary. So I think that's probably the best place to start looking.
So you're gonna go to a drug den and you're gonna go see who you can find in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so your friend Liano, he's sort of just waves you, kind of stay where you are for a moment.
Yeah.
Disappears off down the road. You can sort of hear him, kind of hear him having a conversation with someone, and then you hear someone run off. He comes back down the corner. He's, okay, we're just gonna have to wait here for 5 minutes.
All right.
And then you wait for 5 minutes, and then someone dressed in rags comes around, and he says, "Okay, this way." And he takes you down some back alleys, and potentially you find what looks to be like a sort of crumbling window, sort of thing. And he goes, "Okay, in here," and he opens it up, and then pushes you in.
All right, so it's a nice crack house.
Oh yeah, it's real good.
All right.
It takes you a little moment to adjust to the low light levels in the room, but what you can generally see is just a bunch of people just sort of sitting around smoking pipes on cushions.
Yeah, it's just classic opiums.
No one's really taken that much notice of you. A couple of people turn their heads your way, but they're kind of just look at you and turn back. They're just doing what they're doing.
All right, now we just have to find the dealer. I'm guessing will be a member of the flock, or at least a lackey of the flock.
Well, just by looking around, you can see there's one person who's not high.
Yeah, you don't get high in your own supply.
Correct.
All right. Well,
you're gonna talk to the drug dealer, I'm supposing.
Yes, I'll approach him.
Yep. How do you want to approach?
I guess. Well, what's he currently doing?
Well, he's staring at you because two Spitalians and a Anabaptist have just.
Oh, okay. I'll signal for these two to stay back a bit, and I'll go up myself.
Yep. Okay. Who the hell are you?
Well, how the fuck do I say my character's name again? Hang on. Where's my character sheet? Cinder tells. Okay, I can't even say my name. My character says their name, and I'm sure you've heard. Character says it. I'm sure you've heard of me. I have
the
interest. So what?
The Sendatzelia.
Yes, that is I.
Shit.
Well.
All right. I don't want any trouble. Just tell me what. Just take what you want and get out of here. I haven't got anything else.
Fortunately for you, I don't want anything I don't want any of your supply here. In fact, I have a proposition you or your leaders might be interested in.
Look, I guess I'm in a bind here because I suppose anything that I don't do, you're just going to cut my fucking head off. All right, what do you want?
Well, I'm sure you're aware that the nearby spore fields are currently being harvested by burn, by somebody who's not you or your flock.
Excuse me? And you know this information how?
Well, because I went to one of these nearby spore fields and the ones running it were certainly not apocalyptists.
Really
Yes.
interesting.
And as I'm looking around, I don't see anybody here taking burn, so I assume that your supply has been damaged, and I'm sure you more than want it back.
I think you'll find that I've never sold bananas. However, you brought up an interesting point. Would you mind showing me where this spore field of yours is?
And I'll point back on the map. I'm sure he has a map, so I'll just mark it on his map.
You very, very quickly you see a very quick flash of a look of shock go across his face, and then he goes normal again. He goes, I'm going to have to talk to somebody about this.
I'm sure
if you wouldn't mind, if you wouldn't mind leaving my establishment and coming back tomorrow, I'll definitely have something for you then.
Yes, will do. I look forward to our meeting again.
Is there anything that I can send you on your way with?
For now, not at the moment. I have a lot of work to do, so I'd rather be in a clear state of mind for the rest of the day's proceedings.
Oh, we don't just have drugs here. We do food as drink as well.
Well, I think I've spent enough time scaring away any patrons for your establishment just from my being here. So I assume you would much rather me get out of your hair.
Well, I would like that very much, but you're putting too much faith in these simpletons. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you next time.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll leave.
Yep, so you're coming into afternoon now. You're just about hit midday.
Alright.
First thing.
I guess the problem with Chroniclers is they'll want money for anything we want to ask them. Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else who would really want to talk to. Because yeah, I'm Poland. What gear does our new friend have? Diana, yeah, what does he have? I guess he has his big fucking sword.
He's actually got a spear.
Oh, he's got a spear.
Spear and chainmail.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. It's another frontline fighter.
Yep. No, he can weather some damage. This fella.
Oh, very good. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, right, we have the wolf pout. I'm gonna see if I can sell that off. As I'll just go to market and be like, see if there's like a tanner nearby or I don't know, fucking, I don't know who else would want a wolf hide.
You could find a tanner. You could find somebody who makes fur clothing.
Yeah.
Or yeah, and some.
I think probably what's somebody who makes clothes called again?
A tailor.
Tailor, that's it. Yeah, I guess I'll find a tailor, and I'll go up there and try to sell it off.
Okay. Right. Shit. What's the fucking currency called again?
Drafts or dinars. Or dinars is Africa, but since we're in Europe, we drafts.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to find out how much things are actually worth now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Just bear with me a moment, people. While I look at the rules that I should have already known.
Nah, that's fair enough. I fucking don't remember jack. I don't remember that much. I just know how to play the game roughly.
I how to roll the dice.
I know how to roll the dice, yeah. Oh yeah, I have 2 allies. 2 allies, 2 authority. Fucked on renown. 1 resources. like that video. Let's get restream open. I should probably get the chat open and see if anybody's actually on the off chance somebody's actually said something. Oh, you want to log in? Okay, fine. What's my login? Let's try that one. Oh. Oh, good, that was right. Hold on, connecting to your channels. Good. No one's watching. Didn't think so. This music's pretty fucking good. It's so on point for the game.
I do like it, eh? Really do like it.
I just love how he makes music for each of his fucking little meme videos.
Yeah, man. It's like them all himself. It's great. Here we go. Alright.
Oh, that's good. Text message. And of course, stupid thing. Okay. Oh yeah, hang on. I may try. Hang on, I just have to make a phone call and see if it goes through. One moment.
Yeah.
Right, I see. Hello, sorry, yeah, so you got there all fine? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem at all. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll find it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, they said, yeah, he said, yeah, there's a buzzer, so if you press on that, he can come out if you get stuck. But he said, Yeah, you should be able to drive up. He said there's like a thing. There'll be a bar across the thingy, but there's a box there for after hours, and you just go to that, and then just buzz it by the box if you get stuck. It just says after hours. Well, I have no fucking idea. I assume so, because you'll have to park somewhere to get out. So. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably. But yeah, he said there's a buzzer if you get stuck and then he'll come out. So. Very, very comfy. So I can't Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, yep. Cool.
I am back.
So I'm going to 20 chronic.
Oh yeah, 20 plus 20 dross. Chronicler dross. Alright. All good. Yeah, so now with a little money in my pocket. Not much though.
No.
There's nothing else to sell. Nah, I'll keep all the food. Sell when can. Leather armor. Oh, okay, I have leather armor to sell as well.
Oh, yep, you've got a leather armor to sell, you.
Yeah.
Cool. Leather armor. Oh, cool. So you can have 280 for that.
280. Oh, sweet.
280.
Yeah. So I have 300 total.
Yeah.
I'll just put spot. Okay, cool. How much does ammo cost? God, now I'm gonna have to see how much ammo costs. What page is the fucking blah 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 blazer 122, so I go like 140. Yawn.
What are you trying to find, bro?
Just bullets for my pistol.
Bullets.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the caliber of your pistol?
Fucking good question, eh? It's just literally the standard pistol. I'm going to have to find what the pistol is. Oh yeah, we've got projectiles, handguns. Here we go. Pistol is 9mm.
Okay, so a box of 9mm ammunition is 40.
Yeah, and how many? Is that per bullet? Is that bullet or a thing? Yeah, it just says 9mm ammo. Because I mean, I only have 4 bullets and I've used 1, so I think that may be per bullet, which makes sense. Bullets are meant to be rare. Arrow weigh you one CD for 1 arrow. That would make sense.
Oh, yep. So yeah, 40 per.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, E cube is 1,000. Yeah, that seems to be right. So I will get how much do I need to fill my magazine actually? I have 3. Pistol holds 12, so I definitely can't afford to fill my mag. I might as well go for 3, that way I can have half a magazine.
So you're going to spend 120.
Yeah, so minus 60. Oh no, 100. Yeah, 120. Sorry.
Yeah.
120. So yeah, I've got 180 left. Equals 180. Cool. And I guess I'll hold on to the 180 for now.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah, and then I'll obviously put my bullets back in my magazine.
Yep. All good. Yeah, so you're going to do that, and
Thingy had 5 bullets for his hunting rifle.
Yep.
If I have 180, I may give I'm going to pay my my helper. I'll give him 80. Might as well give
You
him
give
some
him.
money. I'll give
Okay.
Louis some money.
Okay. So you're gonna give him 80.
Yeah, he can get what he wants. So I have 100 left or whatever.
What's he got? He's got a hunting rifle, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got his hunting rifle, 5 bullets. He's got
Yeah.
rope, and obviously he'll have his same armor I have. Here's his spear and fungicide and all that. Oh yeah, did you figure out how to do the character sheets?
Hmm?
Did you figure out how to do the character sheet on Roll20?
No, I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't even
Haven't
thought about
even
it
looked.
actually.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I
Oh,
know
good.
I know how to do it. We can do it afterwards, just because we have to run through it. Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be fun.
yeah. It'll just be easier to track it all through there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Rightio.
I'm just gonna add that to his fucking equipment.
Yeah. Did you have his character sheet saved on your computer?
Oh, I've just got his info in a notepad.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
I've got all of the NPCs on one notepad. I can just search their name and find them.
yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, and you just use the character maker thingy.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then I just copy the information over. It's easy. Haha! Thank you, people.
Yeah, it's very useful.
It is actually makes things a lot easier for me because I'm lazy. All right, so that's pretty much going to be late afternoon, early evening now.
Yeah,
After
well,
you've done a bit of and talk to people and whatnot. Um, would you like to find somewhere to sleep for the night, or would you like to find something to do?
um, we might as well go to the the um the fucking
Whatever's in
what
the
are we
village.
called, like the medical outpost thing, and we might as well requisition a room.
Oh, yep.
I imagine I fucking outrank anybody, so if I say, hey, we're going to take us a room, I'm pretty sure no one's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
able to say no to me.
yeah. You can pretty much just do whatever you like. Like, yeah, you just show up and say you can essentially just kick people out if you want.
Yeah, if there's a spare room, obviously don't want to really kick sick people out of their rooms.
Yep.
And then we'll steal a cot each.
Yep. Cool.
It was our Gianna still with us, or?
Giannis still with you. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
He's just attached to you now.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then we'll um, chuck him a cod as well.
Yep. And because you're so well respected, you even get fed. Haha.
Yeah,
Brilliant. So that's the end of your first day. So you're gonna have a nice little sleep, wake up nice and refreshed in the morning.
yeah,
Um, and the first thing I'm supposing you're probably going to be doing today is going back to the drug den.
um, yeah. Oh,
Or
we might as well do everything back in the same order. So go to the Anabaptists first. See what
okay,
they found out, if they found out anything with their scouting, and then we'll go to the drug den after. I'll explain my plan with the Anabaptists, with the regarding the Anabaptists with the no regarding the apocalypse with the Anabaptists. If I made any sense there.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So.
you're going to go talk to the Anabaptists, and they tell you that after making some inquiries, they've found that there has been a lot more traffic on the road than usual.
Mm-hmm. So they're using the main roads. They're not. They're not. You got their own paths cut out.
They're essentially just goat tracks.
Ah, yes. Okay. Any signs of wagons or anything of the sort, or are they doing it all by foot?
What they tend to be doing is they just tend to be loading up beasts and just walking them that way.
All right. And you're happy to set up a checkpoint, or do we want to ambush a few things? But
So the animals have already sent off for reinforcement in order to put checkpoints up on the roads.
okay,
Um, but obviously, like being grassland, there's a lot of areas that can a lot of things that you can't see.
yeah, yeah, no, fair enough. And yeah, and I'll go on to I'll say that yeah, I'm planning on essentially using one enemy to deal with another enemy, and I've organised a meeting with the nearby apocalyptists, and we're hoping that we can use some of their manpower to essentially fight our new enemy, and hopefully leaving both of them weaker, if not destroying one utterly.
Hmm. Well,
Um,
yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense to me. I
yes,
enjoy that plan.
and even if we can't completely dislodge the apocalypse, at the very least, they normally supply what's it, fungicides alongside the burn. So there's at least that they do have a habit of somewhat being responsible. Well, as responsible as these fuckers can be, but it's better than whatever these guys are doing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, another thing that we should probably be telling you is that we're starting to scout out the spore fields to the south.
Oh yes,
Uh, After you showed us that one
yeah,
before,
that one. So they're going
we
over
didn't.
here, I'm guessing.
They're going to start scouting out the whole lot, like all of them,
Oh yeah, no, that makes
because
sense.
they didn't know about the first one you had. They didn't know about that one that you found. They knew about these other four, five, sorry,
Yep,
that small one.
yep. And as always, the battalions are willing to lend a hand.
Of course.
So I'll return to after this. I'll return to them and I'll send off another runner. I should be having a runner arrive today, and I'll send off another one to uh, let them know of the situation.
So you're going to
Again,
send
another
another.
update. Yeah,
You're sending a runner to the destructive. Cool. Yep. So that's all. That's
yeah,
pretty much all you need to do at the end of this now.
yeah. So
Um,
yeah, we'll send a. Oh, I won't. I'll leave the message. I won't send off a runner yet. I'll leave them current update. Just in case if I don't come back, then I'll tell them to send off a runner. If I do, then I'll add to it what's if the deal with the apocalypse has gone through or not.
okay. Sorry. So say that again. So
So I won't
you're
send
gonna.
off a runner yet. I'll just
Yeah.
leave a note, and if I
Yep.
don't return, then send it off saying that I did not return after the meeting with
Yep.
the apocalypse. And if I do return, I'll just say how it went on the end of the note, and then send the runner off myself.
Okay. Yep. All good. No worries.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, and yeah, and so basically the note will just say the Anabaptists are going to scout out the fields. They're going to set up checkpoints a lot, trying to find smugglers. Uh,
Hmm.
and I have basically volunteered the aid of the battalions wherever they need it.
Yep. Cool. That's perfect. Wonderful.
And then I'll say obviously I'm doing meeting up with. I've organised a meeting with the apocalypse to see if we can also get their aid in um, getting rid of these new smugglers and
Hmm. Albeit.
restoring them to the rightful place, since they are uh, the devil we know, and they genuinely are a little more responsible with their burn, and actually buy what's it like EX of us, the fucking fungicide tablets.
Yep. Yep.
So at the very least, they are responsible in that way, whereas these new guys, we have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So yeah, yeah, and then I'll just say Yeah, and then I'll give a notice saying to the runners that I will be returned, not to send the message off until I get back, or this
Yep.
afternoon. If I don't return, to include in the notes that I did not return from the meeting with Apocalyptus, so assume it went south and I am likely dead. If I do
Yep.
return, then I will write how it went.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. All right, and let's go meet up with the Apocalyptists.
Okay. So you go down the same alleyway as before, and waiting for you outside the window is the drug dealer.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't go in today. The big bosses are in there, but I have some news for you. You have to come with me.
Yes. Very good. That's
So you, yep. So, okay, so look, as you're probably well aware, the big bosses aren't very happy with the fact that this battalion has come to tell us that our burn fields have been taken over. So they want to meet you,
Oh, yes, I'm assuming that is why I'm here.
but I need to disarm you first.
Understandable. Like,
And
none of
your
my
friends.
weapons are even remotely near to being able to be concealed, so
Yep.
I'm going to be able to hide anything.
Yeah. So yeah. So you've all been disarmed and then taken into through the main door, not through the window this time.
Yeah,
Everywhere you go, there's someone passing you down, like making sure you haven't got anyone on you. They all look very, very rugged people. You know, everybody's got scars on their faces, and they're all looking at you kind of sideways with a sneer.
yeah.
Anyway, as you walk through, you can see that the whole area has been cleaned up. The cushions are no longer there. In the middle, there is a table,
Yeah.
and on one side of the table are three men, and on the other side of the table are three empty seats.
All right. Well, I guess we'll sit in the 3 empty seats.
So, it must be the famous Endatsania.
Yes, that is I.
I hear you being a bit of a busy girl.
Well, I'm always busy. You know how it is. No rest for the wicked.
Yes. We're not all that unlike us.
Yes. So,
Anyway, so you managed to find out that one of our spore fields has been overtaken by someone else.
yes, and I'm assuming you're not happy about that.
That's an understatement.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well,
Anyway, here is my offer to you. Now, we don't particularly want to be spending our own blood getting this back. But you're a fighter. You and your friends are fighters.
indeed.
So, how do you feel like becoming a mercenary?
So what was that? I cut out the last bit there.
How do you feel like becoming a mercenary?
What would you require me to do?
Well, I want you to take one of my men with you so he can observe you destroy everybody in that place. And as soon as the job is done, we're going to pay you 5,000 drums.
Ooh, that's pretty good. um, I'll have to talk this over with my accomplices here, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll basically ask. What do you two think about this?
Well, Louis, understandably, he's essentially just, well, you're my commanding officer, so whatever you say goes. I can't really argue with you on this one.
Yes.
And Keanu, on the other hand, he's a little bit apprehensive.
Yeah.
He whispers to you, "Are you sure we can trust this?"
Well, the one thing I can trust is that we can't trust them, but we also trust that they want the spore field. And unfortunately for them, they didn't say anything about the spore field. They just want us to kill everybody. So it just depends. do we want to? We could. I'm more than happy to plan on killing everybody there anyway. They deserve it. But
Yes. What's to
he's
stop them? What's to stop them from ambushing us as we come back out?
yes, that is one issue with this. So the only thing I can think of is I hand you my fungicide rifle. I go down, and if I don't return, so giving the all clear, you just destroy the. You should start destroying the fields with the fungicide.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing I can really think of. Um, the only other thing is if your gangs, I don't know if your gang could potentially help out. 5,000 is a lot, but at the same time, destroying the field is also its own reward. I think we just accept it for now, at the very least, and we can make up our mind a little later as well. Although,
Okay. I'll trust your judgment on this one, Senator.
it's a sticky issue because obviously, if we say no, they may just kill us now.
Yes, that is true.
All right. Yeah, and then we'll go back to them and we'll just say we've had a talk about it and we've decided to accept your deal.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to send you my friend here, and out of the back comes a very, very tall African man.
Yeah.
His name is Bogwandi.
Okay, so Bogwandi, and he's the apocalypse, something like that. Okay. So the pie's grown to 4. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pleasure doing business with you.
We'll see you when you get back, shall we?
And you too. And
And he gives you a wink as you walk out the door.
yeah, and we'll go back to this battalion output, and I will save the apocalypse deal, what happened with the deal, and I'll send that off with the runner.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that the other runner has returned by now, or would that be tomorrow?
No, he'll be returning later on this evening.
Later on this evening. I think how much does it hang there on? I think. Oh, I have to get it back up. Shit. Blazer. Just seeing the price of. I can't remember where it is. I'm thinking maybe going back to the market and. Well, not necessarily the market. Going to the chroniclers and opening up an account with them. What's it under? No, it's not by the. Services. Here we go. Chronicler services. Chronicler networks. One needs to get an account which costs 100 CD, which I have exactly. And that will allow us to send messages for 10 CD. Hang on, with simple gestures or verbal commands, messages can be accessed for 10 or sent for 30. Static voice reads labels aloud, usually a chronicle stands next to the monitor wall, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, I'll open the account. I might as well, because that'll be helpful later if we get more money.
Cool.
Might as well. And then I'll write that down. Oh god, I'm running out of space on this paper. So we have an account with the chronicler. Yeah, so I'll chronicler account. Yeah, okay, I open a chronicler account up. Because I'm assuming the Destructive Fortress has a Chronicler station on it.
Yep.
So
They all do.
Yeah. So it'll be a little hard for them to communicate over long distances.
A little bit easier for you, eh?
Yep. So I can account with them. Alright, well, we might as well...
It's now midday. After you've done all that.
Yep. Alright, anything else any of you three want to do for the day?
Giano just asked that he has a bit of time to go pray, that's all.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Okay, so Giano disappears for an hour, then he comes back after. You can see he has the radiance of God shining around him.
Ah, yes.
Thank you.
Alright.
Sorry, what did you say?
Did he have any Elysian oils that he'll be using in battle, or is he just going to go in as is?
No, he'll just be going in as is.
As is? Nah, he doesn't have any oils. Oh well. Alright, well,
He's only a second rank audio.
Yeah. Well, we might as well wait out the day until the message arrives.
So your message has arrived. Within the message, your commanding officer has given you 200
Drafts.
200 drafts.
Okay.
And said, okay, we will await to hear your report of how you decide to go about this. Any more assistance you need, this battalion outpost has plenty of items for you.
Okay, excellent. Shit, that may be a good idea to, because the the outpost. What does it have in regards to, like armaments and stuff, and like chemicals?
So it holds a stock of level 3 tech.
Okay. Oh god, I have to keep on getting up this.
You can requisition 3 items.
Yeah. Okay, that may be not bad. Oh, so there isn't actually much point in sending off the runner. I can just send a message off for 30. I've already sent the runner, I might as well just let them go.
Yeah, they're already gone, so.
They're gone, yeah. Oh well. What are the chemicals? Agents, here we go. What's level 3? Chlorine gas is 3. Is that the only thing that's 3? Oh, hang on, what pharmaceuticals do they have? Pharmaceuticals. Or some chlorine gas grenades would be rather helpful as well. And how helpful they were last time.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. So we can get some stimulants. Oh, they last for hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 1d on reaction for several hours. So that's 3. Antidote for poisoning. Healing herbs, painkillers. Narcotics. Okay. Antibiotics. EX. Oh, we should probably all get some EX. Because that's the antifungal thing you take. Oh, and how much is gas masks? Of course. What's a gas mask?
Gas mask is 4.
Are they?
Yeah. You can have a charcoal filter.
Yeah, charcoal filter may not be a bad idea. So I'll get a charcoal filter and 2 doses of EX.
Yep, cool.
Or actually, no, I'll get 1 dose of EX, I'll get a charcoal filter, and I'll get a chloroform grenade.
Cool.
Charcoal filter EX and plus a what did I say?
chlorine grenade.
Chlorine grenade. All right. All right. Well, that's all I need to do for the day. I don't really have much else to do.
Yep, cool. So that's the end of your day. So the second day, you get to do your plan.
The plan. Ah, the plan. Okay. So there's four of us. The plan. There's four of us. We know the layout of the land. I'm wondering if because it was sort of, we had to go through a tree, like a gorge of trees, didn't we, to get there?
It was more like cliffs. It was
Oh,
cliffside
right,
either
you had
side.
to walk through mountains, yeah.
Walk through a
Okay.
valley.
Um, right. Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think of, was it like just like a single valley, or was it like a labyrinth of valleys?
No, it's just it's like it's pretty much what you can see on the map there. There's like an open space, and then it just goes into some small valleys as it goes through the mountain range.
Yeah, okay. So, how do you guys plan on taking this situation? What's So obviously us three are pretty much all melee focused. What was Bogwandi?
Bogwan-
What did he have?
Bogwandi has a gun,
Oh, okay, good. We're gonna need some firing support.
and also Louis has a rifle as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the hunting rifle, 5 bullets. But I
And
think
he's got a
he's
fun.
better. He's way better at melee.
Yeah, he is, but he's also got a fungicide rifle on it too.
Yeah, and I have the fungicide rifle as well. Um, well, my fungicide rifle is basically going to be stay loaded up on the horse unless I use it.
Yep.
Oh, oh shit, yawn. I'll take the chlorine grenade on me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I'll have. I'll leave my. I don't need the splayer because I got my sword, so I'll just leave that attached to the horse as well, since we know that's. Yeah,
Yep.
since I don't really need that, I already know where the thing is, so the mollusk isn't going to be that useful for it.
Yep.
Um, so you use my sword. What else? Yeah, I got my sword, my pistol, chlorine grenade, and then my regular get up. So that's all fine. Yeah, and then I guess the plan will be we could probably go into the valley, try to use like the rocks of the valley as cover, and see if we can soften them up with range.
Yep.
Giano stays back a bit. Well, he stays like crouched behind a rock, and when somebody comes around, he can leap out and stab them. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can, if they're that close, then I'll probably break away from range combat to engage in melee as well.
Yep.
Um, and then I think the other two, Louis and Bogwanda, just stay back, basically just offering range support until they're out of ammo, and then they enter the melee as well.
Uh-huh. Cool.
I'm not sure how many there are. I think maybe we could also open up. I think also we could open up with basically with chlorine as well, or
Yep.
I can open up chlorine, and then you have one chlorine left for our retreat if we need it as well.
Yep.
Because I
Cool.
know Thingy still has one left. Um, I don't think Ronan would be keen to help us again. He's off.
What's that?
I don't think
Rowan?
Yeah, Rowan.
Or you can ask.
Might as well see if I can hunt him down and ask.
So you're gonna make a oh, you're gonna ask around for him.
Yeah, I'll
See if
ask
you can find
around
him.
for him.
He's pretty easy to find. Turns out everybody around here knows who he is. He's just sort of in a bar at the moment. That's where he seems to spend most of his time.
Yep, okay, so I'll go up to Ronan and I'll be like, hello, friend. How's
Ah, good day there.
how have you been for the past couple of days?
It's been nice not being in the mountains, I tell you what.
Well, as you can see, I've assembled quite a squad here. I was wondering if you'd be interested in clearing out those mountains.
Mm, well, it was a pretty narrow escape last time.
Yes, it was indeed.
So what are you going to give me? Because I'm not doing it for free.
Obviously, well, clearly when we clear it out, we're going to have all the loot there. So we'll give everybody an even share of any equipment that we find. But apart from that, the apocalypse will be paying us to clear out all the people there, and I'll give you 1,000 drafts if you help us.
Ah, that's a that's a good amount of money. I think I will. I think I will.
Excellent. Well, and I'll run over the plan with him. Basically, we'll
Yep.
creep through the valley. We might as well do it at night as well.
Okay, so you're going to wait till night till well, obviously you're going to get there, and then you're going to wait till night before you do your attack.
Yeah, and then when we do our attack, we're going to open up with chlorine. So if
Uh-huh.
everybody has some form of uh, gas mask or filter or something for that, that probably wouldn't go amiss.
Hmm.
We'll open up with chlorine. He's also ranged, wasn't he? He had like a crossbow or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, so he can just join the back line, and I guess that means Louis could pretty much enter melee sooner instead of having to offer firing support.
Yep.
So yeah, the three of us can go into melee. We have one chlorine for entering the fray, and then when we leave, if we have to do a full retreat, then we'll do another chlorine gas and basically do the same thing we did last time.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so you're going to make. Yep. So you collect together your group and you spend the day traveling. And you manage to get there just before nightfall. Now that you know exactly where you're going,
Yeah,
and you will. I'm assuming you're going to take your marching order, so you're going to have two in front and three behind.
yep. Basically, I'll have Louis and Giano in front of me, and then I'll have Rowan and Bogwanda behind me. So we'll basically be two in front, one middle, two in back.
Yep. Cool. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So as you make your way around the corner, once again you see the orange glow in the dark, bouncing off the cliff sides.
Yeah.
Rather tellingly, there's no guard this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody keep their eyes open, I guess.
Uh-huh. So
Uh,
as you slowly make your way through and you're looking around, up and down, you can't see anybody. It's too dark to see anybody who's on top of the cliffs, if there are any there.
yeah.
So
That's the one thing I'm worrying about.
yeah, as you go around the corner, an interesting sight is in front of you.
Okay.
Immediately in front of you, there are three dead people on the ground,
Oh.
and there are four people fighting what appears to be a spore beast.
Okay. Well, uh, as the saying goes, no plans suppose first contact with the enemy. But in
Mm-hmm.
this case, uh, I don't see any point in interfering with this until we have one group of survivors or what if we either have one group of survivors and a dead spore beast, or we have a dead spore beast, or we have a dead group of whoever these are, and a spore beast. It seems one of them's doing the job for us.
Uh-huh. So you're just going to sit back and wait for the and just take over, then just mock it.
Yeah. What can I tell? Is this these look like the same group as before? I'm assuming.
The same people that were there before. The three dead people were definitely like people that you'd seen before. You recognize them from when they were chasing you last time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't see any point in interfering.
Yeah, so
I just look around and like, anybody have any objections to just seeing who wins?
No, everybody just they're more than happy just to
Right.
just to wait.
What's the layout of what's the lay of the land? Do you have a map prepared?
No, I don't have one prepared.
Okay. We can theatre the mind it. It's no problem. Is there any could we is it possible for us to form, say, like a semicircle, and just open fire once it's all done? If we can all get into a position of cover and form a semicircle around them, we'll go. Basically, I'll do Louis and Giano on the sides. I'm right in the middle, and then Bogwana and Rowan sort of in between me and whoever else is there.
Okay, so while these people are doing their thing, you're just going to take the moment to get yourself into cover?
Yeah, basically get a cover, get in a position. Cool. So we're all in a place where we can open fire on whoever wins the fight.
Okay, so you, after about 10 minutes of hearing people screaming and gunfire and the sound of blades clashing and spore beasts roaring, eventually you hear someone shout, "Ah! It's over! It's over!"
How many survivors are left?
There are 2 left, but they're both looking very, very ill.
Well, I'm wondering if we should just take them prisoner. Is it just 2 people?
Yeah, just 2 people.
And I'm like, I basically I'll just yell out, yes, indeed, it is over. Now put your hands behind your head, or we'll open fire on you.
They both turn around very quickly. He's like, "Who's there?"
As I said, drop your weapons, get on your knees, put your hands behind your head, or we will open fire.
But until you show yourself.
I will sort of stand up, so I'm sort of half, because I guess I took shelter behind some rock or something, so I'm gonna stand up so I can crouch back down if I need to. What weapons did they have?
So one of them is carrying a sword and the other one's carrying a flamethrower.
Okay, so they're quite close range. So
yeah, they're too far away from you to be able to.
Yeah, I'll stand up and I'll sort of go on the other side of the rock and sort of lean on the side of it with my pistol and sword in hands.
Is that a battalion?
Indeed. And I'll say my name, whatever that is. What did we agree on? Cinder Zalia.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm Cinder Zalia.
God damn it. It's just our luck. We're in no condition to fight. We need help. Medicine.
Well, I'll go. All right, well, come on out. We might as well take them prisoner. If we can avoid a fight, we might as well.
Okay, so you're going to take them prisoner, are you?
Yep, so we'll all walk out. I'll get a signal everyone to come up.
Yep, so as you approach them, you can see that one of them is very, very injured, to the point where you're not even sure he's going to actually survive the trip home.
Okay, which one's that? Do I have the sword or the flamethrower?
The sword.
Sword. What's the injuries? Is it
heavy bleeding? Heavy bleeding. He's been cut off the place. Yep.
What basic? Hang on, I fucking got a ludicrous medical from this battalion. 6 dice. I'm going to do a medical check. How long do I reckon he's got? Or do you want me to roll or just...
Just roll it first. I want to see what you got.
Is that greater than? That's one of them. Let's see. That's an awful roll.
So you got.
That's an awful roll. Yeah.
So you can see that he's dying, but you're just not sure how long it's going to take.
Okay. Well, I will just go. Well, is it? Do you think it's worth saving him, or we just leave him here to die?
Who are you talking to?
This is all the guys with us. We've got a group of 5 people here.
Bogwande goes, "I'll make this decision for you," and he just walks up and just shoots the guy in the head.
Well, that did make the decision for us. Wow, you friend are going to come with us. I'm sure there's many people who want to talk to you.
Why did you kill him? Bogwande is just.
And I'll just go, well, friend, Ve Victus, and I'll just tie him up with rope by the hands. Okay. And what's his medical condition like?
He's stable but injured. Like yeah.
I might as well dress his wounds while I'm here.
Okay.
I've got a proper surgical kit, so.
Okay, so you're gonna just do some wound treatment on him.
Yeah, if he's not in massive condition, I can easily. Yeah, I got a field kit, so I'll just use that and.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna give him some stitches and bandaging and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, basic shit.
Stop the light bleeding and you know.
Yeah.
A little bit of antiseptic to stop any.
Yeah.
The infection or anything like that. Cool, good stuff. So
yeah, all the standard deal. And I'm like, I am not sure if to say that you're lucky or unlucky, my friend. There's 5 doses. Oh yes, I've used 1 dose. That gives me, fucking hell.
Why are you here?
We are here because of the spore field.
But we weren't doing anything to you. We were just trying to make some money. What did you have to come in and do this for? We were already having enough problems without you.
Well, you were causing more problems than you were solving.
According to who?
Do you even know what the burn does to people in the long term?
I don't really care about that. I just want the money.
And that's the problem. You have no foresight. At least the apocalypse here know how to. Well, my brain. I just had total brain fart. At least the apocalypse here, as responsible as burn sellers can be, and they sell some EX in the side. But as far as I'm aware, you have not been doing that. You've been just recklessly spending burn everywhere.
Well, nobody asked us for X. They just wanted the burn.
Exactly. That's the problem.
So that's not my fault. I asked for it.
Well, once we've found out who you're working for and all that, why don't we go and take you to one of the major spore walls, and you can go see a psychonaut for yourself, and then you'll know the damage that the burn causes. Have you ever seen a Lepros? Has seen a psychonaut?
What are they? I have no idea what they are.
Well, they're what happens when somebody takes a little too much burn. They lose their minds and become nothing more than a wild beast. They form packs and hunt down any other human at the behest of the psychonauts, killing and spreading more spore fields until there is nothing left but the psychonauts.
I don't believe you, but if you're going to show me this, and I suppose you will.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just gonna ask: is this everybody? Is there anybody else here, or is it you're the last one?
Well, it was me and my friend until your man blew his head off.
Yes, Apocalypse are quite passionate people, I will say, but you.
I don't know.
You could say that. But what's in the past is in the past, and you are going to be coming with us.
Well, seeing as you've tied me up, it's not like I've got much choice, is it?
No, you don't have any choice at all. And yeah, I guess we'll head on back to base.
Yep.
There's a lot of force to assemble for this, but yeah,
That.
we'll head on back to base with our prisoner in tow. Yeah.
So, are you going to interrogate a man, or are you going to take
Yeah.
straight
We'll I'll tell Bogwanda and what's the other guy? Girano to basically go to their respective cults. Tell them to tell them that we've got a prisoner from the spore field, and if they want to send somebody to, we're going to do a interrogation. If they want to send somebody to the location, I'll just do this battalion outpost. We'll convert a room into an interrogation chamber. Yeah, and if he wants to, I'll go to the chroniclers as well, and I'll send out a message basically saying that we have cleared out the people at the spore field, and that we have a prisoner who we'll be interrogating. And I promise to show him a psychonaut so he can know the dangers of the burn. So after this is done, he's going to have a lovely death, maybe.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, and I guess I'll
So you're going to take him to this battalion outpost where you're going to lock him up for the evening.
Yeah, we're gonna lock him up. I'm assuming there's some room in like the center of the building with no windows or anything. Just like yeah. So he'll just go in there. We'll bar him there, so there's no entrance or exit. Well, there'll be one entrance and exit. So like I don't know, like a broom closet or something, or maybe just like a quarantine room or something like that.
Essentially, just a cage in the middle of the outpost, which is just purely for prisoners.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And yeah, I'll wait for the Anabaptists and the Apocalyptists to send whoever they want to do the interrogation, because I'm sure they'll have their own questions.
Yep. So we're just going to skip forward to tomorrow now, because this is essentially how it's going to work.
Yeah.
So the next day, your first port of call is
minus off the 30 for the message. Minus 30 draft.
Oh yeah.
CD. Yeah. So how much do I have now? 170. Oh god.
Yeah.
170. So I'll cross out all those. Okay. Yep.
So the first person to show up is the Anabaptist leader, who is the sorry, I just remember the rank of him at the moment.
Fiora.
Okay.
The Fiora, I'm guessing. I'd be surprised if there's a Sublime or a Embassy out here.
No, it's a Fiora, yep.
Yeah, Fiora, yeah.
The first one, it's like, yeah, I said that earlier. Thank you for capturing this, man. Very good luck, very good luck.
Yes, it was quite our luck. I was expecting to have an absolute bloodbath from our side of things, but we had a good turning fortune and managed to capture one man prisoner.
Very good. Well, that's the best. We probably should interrogate this man, shouldn't we?
Yes, unfortunately, I did promise the birds that they would also be able to interrogate this man. I'm sure they'll want to be here as well, so we might as well wait until we're all assembled.
Yep. When the bird turns up, it's one of the bosses that you saw at the table yesterday.
Yeah.
And they just hands you a bag of 5,000. Yeah. Good job. You even brought one back alive.
I did. I'm certain all of us here want to interrogate him, and I'll pass 1,000 over to Rowan as well.
Well, if it's all right with you, I'd rather talk to him alone.
Unfortunately, he is my prisoner, and we all have questions for him. So, And I also promised afterwards I would show him a psychonaut.
Ah, a siphon like that.
Yes, I made a promise, and as I've more than demonstrated to everybody here, I am a woman of my word.
So
And
you're gonna chuck there?
yes, he doesn't believe Burn is dangerous. At the very least, you have the common sense to supply some EXs alongside Burn. So
Well, we can't have our customers turning into fucking beasts, can we?
exactly. So you hear that? Even the flock knows better than that.
Anyway, well, shall we get started then?
Yes. So I guess the question we all have in mind is, who do you work for?
The scrappers. The scrappers pay us.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. I
They're
guess.
the ones who gave. They're the ones who gave us all the weapons that we needed to keep the spore field small. They gave us the frame pros, and all we had to do was give them the burn, and they would pay us for it.
And do you know where these scrappers are based?
Uh huh. Sure do.
And will you be able to
Over,
show us?
they're over the border.
And I guess I'll mark it on the map.
Yep. So essentially, just on the other side of the Carpathian Mountains is where they are.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they're in Hungary. Okay,
Yep. Yep. That border.
that border. So they've isn't there fucking like was it USUD or something there? The other the massive Earth chakra shit.
Yeah, who said? Yep.
Yeah, the USUD. Yeah, that's it.
So,
So they're making best out of try. I guess they're trying to farm both types of Baron.
yep. Yeah, just trying to get as much as they can. They figured out it's worth a lot of money to them.
Yes.
And scrappers are scrappers. They don't really care. They just want money.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the main questions, and I guess the next thing would be how long have you had this operation up for?
Well, before we arrived, there were apocalypses there about a month before we chased them off. And then the boss of the burners, you say chase them off, but I think I know what you really did. You killed them and threw them into the field, didn't you? That's one way of saying it.
Yeah. And what other is this the only field you control?
No. There's plenty more. We don't all know where they are, though. We only know our own ones.
Well, that's useful information for us. Do you two have any more questions to ask?
Yeah, the bird says, how much are they paying me for each shipment? What's it matter to you? Well, because if you're cutting into my profits, I want to know about how much it is so I can tell you exactly how much flesh I need to take from you. You really can't let him do that to me, can you?
Well, so long as you're still alive, so you can see what a psychonaut is.
I know. How about I take my pound of flesh while he's there watching them?
Well, I guess if you're going to injure somebody, I guess this is the best location for it.
No, I want him to be watching. Well, actually, you know what? What's the old punishment for thievery?
I believe. Well, in Justinian, I know if the first time a thief's caught thieving, his hands are dyed blue, and the next time his hand is shattered with a hammer.
Well, I don't have any blue dye, but I know how to make it go blue.
I'm certain that his level of thievery would more than justify skipping the first level of punishment. Wouldn't you say so?
Well, what I had in mind was going to make the hand come off anyway.
Well, Well, what do you want to do? We have a nice array of equipment here for surgery. How do you want to go about cutting off his hand?
Want a tourniquet?
You want a what? Sorry.
A tourniquet.
I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess we can supply anything.
Brilliant. So he puts the tourniquet around the man's wrist and starts tightening it up as tight as he can, and the man is screaming, screaming, screaming as his hand starts to die, and you can see it going red,
Yeah.
and then purple, and then blue, and he's screaming his head off the whole time.
Yep. And I'm guessing at some point it's going to start dying, and then
It's going to take a couple of days for it to fall off.
yeah.
But yeah, so the hand is being starved of oxygen. And you can see it's dying.
Yeah.
It's screaming. Well, thank you very much for that, battalion. Hopefully we never meet again. And with that, the boss man walks off.
Yep. Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you as well. And you, my friend.
Hopefully.
And yeah, I look at him and I go like, so to live to my end of the deal, I promised you to see what a psychonaut was.
Please take this thing off my hand.
No, I'm a woman of my word, and you do deserve punishment. And that's going to be the least of your worries when we finally find a biokineticist. Yeah, and so basically, still, I'm gonna see if they have proper manacles and stuff, and then do they have like so yeah, then I'll put some manacles around his feet and his hands, so he's basically got the classic chain and ball, classic chain and ball around the ankle.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, and then
So he's essentially now.
Yeah, and then we might as well start heading. We're going to have an interesting trip heading back to the Destructor Fortress because that's right at the Spore Wall, and
Sure is.
well, yeah, we're gonna go psychonaut hunting just to throw a man at them.
Alright. Excellent.
Hey, it's fucking cruel and morbid.
And with that, we're going to end our session for today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good place to end it.